Hello everybody, I'm Serti and welcome back to Astro Colony. Okay, so I had a bit of a mess up with the previous episode, or the last episode that I was supposed to record. The video file was corrupt and I couldn't recover it. So there have been a lot of changes. Let's start with the most important. I think, turn my jetpack on. We are now connected to 3 planetoids. I just took a chance. I didn't disconnect and I flew my base and it took the planet with. So I went and collected 2 more. One of them has aluminium and one of them has a lot of titanium and other stuff. So, well, we have plenty of ore now and we can use these planets up. So this would be the biggest takeaway from what happened between episodes. Another thing that happened was I went full on solar power. So I've got solar power over here. I've got solar power over there. I am mining asteroids. I am also mining gold. And what am I mining here? Oh, this is aluminium. Uranium, which is going in here to make uranium rods because I did unlock the technology. And over here we've got carbon being mined, and that carbon is being turned into carbon fiber. It is a little slow because you need 10 carbon to make 1 carbon fiber. So 2 miners are probably not going to be enough. Another thing I've noticed is if you are below, let's just confirm that. Yeah, I think this one's covered down, right down to the bottom. Yeah. So you can build downwards from your oxygen barrier. Not too far, as you can see from this. There is a little bit, goes a little bit below the oxygen barrier. So that's pretty important to know. Also, I did set up an extra scientist. So now we are researching space science, biology science, and chemistry. So if we go P, I have 2 scientists working. I could probably get another, but what I'd like to do before, just make a note. Those little drones that you saw at the miners, they are made in this robotics assembler. And you can just feed it because you're not going to need them to produce massive amounts of these robots. But they do make different robots. So if you ever look at the recipes, we have transport robot, miner robot, and a farmer robot. I haven't made any farmer robots yet, but I did make a transport robot. And that's this dude walking around or sitting over here at the moment. He just goes and refills the hydro, what is that stuff called? Hydrotonic. And yeah, he walks across to there and goes and fetches it. So I didn't need a belt I didn't need to try and weave a belt through. I'd say everything's working pretty well. If we go to our technology tree, we do have a lot of stuff. I think I need to get a 3rd guy in to make the space science. I probably should do some effort in concentrating on that at some point. We do need to have motherboards made. I do have a lot of electronic parts, so I could make the motherboards. And then we need aluminium bars. And that was the reason that I went to the first planet, which is this one, because there is aluminium. I haven't started mining it yet, but there is aluminium, which is fantastic. So we can set up a little aluminium bar production facility over here. And we can maybe extend this platform a little bit to be able to bring out some of the iron rods. Is it iron rods? No. There's a base product that we need for those. Is it in the smelter? No, it's not. Oh, it is in here. Okay, so we need copper wire to make the electronic parts. This planetoid here, if we do a scan, there is copper. So with the aluminium over here and the copper, we can create the stuff that we need to make space technology or space science. So yeah, we'll get that all set up. What else is important? I did a fair bit, and I'm trying to remember exactly what I did. But before I go any further with mining stuff, what I'd like to do is bring in that extra scientist and also start farming. Hello, robot. Sleep. So what I'll probably be doing is getting another robot in, another couple to handle farming. I'd have to bring an extra person in and train them as a cook, because you can do that. And then that person will cook whatever we mine. I mean, whatever we farm, which will be quite cool. On this rock, titanium, I haven't really investigated what I need it for as yet, but there is some, and, well, there's a lot, so we will gather as we need for whatever we need. And hopefully at some stage we'll step up to nuclear power, because these solar panels, they do take up a little bit of space. Each of them, if you consider that, where are these? They take up 4x3 space and produce 10. These take up a 1 space and make 1. So space-wise, it is slightly more efficient, but I think nuclear would be the better way to go. I don't know if there's any trash that we need to get rid of from that. I built a hangar. Don't have spaceships as yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, let me just get my head around where we're going to go from here. I am going to start on the aluminium, but first I need to get those people in and get some food being produced, and we can take it from there. That will stop the manual collection of quartz. I do have a bit of quartz, I think. Well, no, I've only got 13 on me, which is not good. But I do have 517 in my warehouse. Yeah, but I want to stop. I want to get away from the hydrotonics. I'm not sure if we need them, because there isn't a, with the people, personnel, there is oxygen, food, and I suppose that's training or something. I'm not sure if that's, yeah, but basically the hydronutrients, or I keep forgetting what these things are called. Hydrotonics are food. So we can replace that with other food. So I think out in this area, I'm going to set up a little farm, and then do whatever needs to be done to produce food, which will then go into the canteen. That will ensure that we're able to get extra colonists in and carry on building our empire. So until then, I'll be back. Okay, I've decided I'm not going to spend time away while I'm doing this, and hopefully everything is still recording properly. I think my last file that I lost was just too big. I just went crazy without pausing between. So let's build a farm. So okay, farming, farmland. I assume this is where we start. That is a farm. We need the land, and then that farms. All right, so let's do that. And it's a 1 block. Okay. I'm thinking that it probably needs oxygen, so I'm not going to go beyond the oxygen barrier. So let's build. I don't know how big it needs to be, but I can expand out sideways if I need to. So there's and a whole lot of basic science just came in. All right, the next thing we will need is a farm, and the farm needs power, and water. Oh dear. I'm quite far away from water. Yeah, maybe I can bring it over the top. Does it have an output? Yes, it does. So, okay. And I'm missing... it needs carbon fiber. So, let's go and fish some carbon fiber. And I have 23, which is lovely. Okay, so back to the farm. What am I missing now? Oh, darn. I do need to mine some aluminium first. And that looks like glass. And that will, I assume, come from quartz. Can I craft that? What recipes have I unlocked? No, I can't. Okay. Well, interesting. Well, I guess I then will be back. I'm going to go and get some aluminium bars. and some more quartz for glass. Just so that you know that on these planets, these planetoids, you do have... Okay, this one I pretty much cleared up and I leveled this area. It wasn't as nice as it looks. But like over here, there's these rocks that are quartz, there's these that are quartz, and then in the previous episode that I did put up, there's these little spires that are also quartz. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So let me do that. Let me go and collect the resources and I will be back. Okay, I've established a little mining setup over here. This is going to be, these two are going to be mining aluminium, or they are mining aluminium. And I've set up just enough solar panels to run the two miners and these two smelters. So this smelter is just creating aluminium bars, which I will take. And this one is making glass. And this uses quartz. So, you know, there is a way to mine quartz using the miners. So if we just go and have a look, you can mine quartz in rock and soil by using these drills. The giant drill, for example, I don't have the resources that I need for it, but you could put just mine a whole big area. So you can pick up resources, and then obviously there's an output that you can send them to a smelter. But just for now, I just need some glass, so I'm manually feeding it, which means that we can come across to this side and make our farm. So farming, yes, I can. Bonus. All right, so the input is on this side. The output is over there. Wait. Okay, now you can make farming robots. So I'm going to assume that the farming robots will be farming in the farmlands. And then they'll bring stuff here because there's no input into this. I used up a lot of space. Right, so that's sorted out. Which means that we go and create two. What do I need for these? Gears and iron rods. I don't have on me, but will it deliver? No, it won't. And I only want two of them, so I need gears and iron rods. Got some iron rods in there already. Go and get some gears. And take the 43. Now my problem is going to be water. I have a lot of water, but to try and get it here is going to be a bit of an issue. So the gears in. Okay, it's making the mining robots and water. Okay. Now currently water is being fed into this. Oh, that's a pretty straight line. I think I might be able to squeeze it through there. So, no, not there. Oh, look at that. That's excellent. Is that high enough to walk under? It is. And we'll bring it across this way and down. Well, not that way. Okay, so we have water. Next thing we need is power, and I don't really want to bring this along the ground. It'll block access, so let's take it up that much across 1, 2. That right? I took it up a little bit too high on this side, but that's all right. Okay. Power and water sorted. Now, let's see. What are we going to farm? We can farm trees, and we can farm wheat. Now, just in case anybody was confused, Yes, you needed soil because you can put these planters on the platform. Well, I've only got one robot. Do they only take one robot? They do. Oh, that's a bit inconvenient. So then maybe that means I need more farms. Well, we'll see how this one does. Okay, the next step is to... Okay, let me just see what is next. Utilities, maybe? Battery... No, nothing there. Where's the kitchen? Is there a kitchen? I assume there's a kitchen. Devices. There's a kitchen. And I have the stuff for it. So... why not? There's an input. Let's leave enough space for another farm. And we'll put the kitchen over here. Okay, good, that's lined up. And then we'll need a belt to bring things across to the kitchen. And then the kitchen needs power, which will come through from here. Okay. Still not happy with these cables hovering above. Maybe I could take them higher. You can now bake bread in the kitchen. Thanks, dude. So we are farming. But now what is it making? It just makes wheat. Wait, am I missing a step? Oh no, that looks like flour. Alright, that means that we need an extra dude. Which means that I need an extra sleeping place. Alright, let's do that quickly. We're going to land up with a whole bunch of grain. Grain goes straight into bread. Okay. Devices, hibernation chamber. Man, I have really blocked myself. Okay, let's see if we can get one. Yeah, that looks alright. Just got to make sure that it's... Yeah, that looks okay. It's out of the way. I'm going to have a bit of a problem with the next one. Let's go and order ourselves a new dude. Right, no. Oh, now I have to... Oh, wait, we can't use that one because it's full. This docking station is what I made. Okay, so we need one more astronaut. And... that's it. He'll come in, and then we need to go down here and train a cook. Oh, this needs water. I can do that. Let me take the water pipe a little higher. We'll just go above the cable. Okay, good. Now I'm thinking we might be able to put in another farm. I wonder if that's a good idea, because this doesn't seem... I think I might have put too much farmland. So if we put another farm in, let's give it a shot. Farm. Like that. And this one, we're also going to do wheat, water, and power. Ooh, okay, they dropped off our guy. Here he comes down the stairs. Awesome. Okay, power. Now, what I haven't looked at is the rate at which these collect. It doesn't really say growth phases, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, so 1 every 20 seconds perhaps. So we're basically doing 2 every 20 seconds. So that's 1 every 10, and this is taking 1 every 10. I think we might be overproducing. This may have been a bit big. Alright, Well, you live and learn. So we do have... This guy's now studying. So he's almost done. Then he's got to... I don't know if he has to come over here after that. Let's just follow this process. Okay. Cook trainee. Specialist. Okay, so this is where he becomes a specialist cook. Okay, that's 35 seconds, and then we will have someone cooking food. Food will be stored. There's no output. So I'm going to assume that this guy is going to bring food back and forward to the canteen where food is stored. Oh, and I'm running really low on hydrotonic. I didn't even notice that. And I don't have any in here either. Alright. Maybe just a bit more. Well, we're growing stuff. And we have a cook now, and he's actually making bread. We do have a bit of extra flour, bit of extra grain. And here comes our little robot guy. Oh, excellent. We have bread on the table. Good. Whew. All right. Well, that's a good start. So we got farming under control. Now, what the other thing that you can do with farming is you can have pastures, which means you can have animals. I don't know which animals yet, but if we go and have a look in the tech tree, I still want to do the spacecraft. I think I need another scientist to get that space science sorted out. Not in a big rush for it. Okay, it doesn't really tell you what animals. That looks like a pig. Animal breeding. There's cows. Okay, poultry. Advanced manufacturing. Actually, I could probably do... No, I can't. I need a lot more stuff. Okay, I've topped up the lab a little bit. I've put in some extra oxygen tanks from the new base. Topped up the soil, or the dirt, and the iron rods. I've put some aluminium bars in. Could probably go and get some more. And whatever carbon fiber I had. It is very slow to produce, so I'm definitely going to up the production on that. But the one thing that we're missing is motherboards. Motherboards are made from electronic parts in a manufacturer. Let's just be sure of that. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the menu. And I'm going to try and get some electronic parts that are coming out of here. Not making any more, am I? I am. Whenever they become available. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to bring electronic parts out. They are coming out over here. If I push... Yeah, I think I can do this. Push electronic parts. Because we do have 814 in stock. Maybe I can take a few of those and get things started. Take 100 out. Okay, so there's a few. So we'll get motherboard started as well now. Is it running? It is. And everything else seems very quiet. Okay, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because now I'm still going to get electronic parts coming in here because I've split them off into the manufacturer. So half will go into the manufacturer and the other half. Now, with these splitters, just a thing to note. If you haven't seen this before, you can split ratios. So in this case, I can say I want 0 on this side and I want 1 and 1. Which is pretty cool. But if I wanted 2 to go in here... Oops, not that much. I can split it 2/3 to go into the manufacturer and 1/3 to go into storage, which is what I think I'll do. Because it's not producing extremely quickly. And there's our first motherboard. And why does it appear to be coming out of this machine? These are being fed around. Okay, well, they'll eventually get to where they need to be. I'm just worried that this is going to become a little bit choked. I think maybe it's time to use the new belts. So if we go, we have Conveyor Belt Pro, and I have stuff on me for it. So how do you upgrade? You. All right. You. Seems to be doing all right. You. Oh, I didn't do the upgrade. You just have to be careful coming around underneath these blocks, because you can't really upgrade through the logic blocks. So your conveyor belts, although I think I have them all upgraded over here, but now underneath this one I can't get access to it. Over here, if I wanted to upgrade this one, I could go just below the logic block and upgrade the belt, but over here I'm kind of blocked. Oh wait, there. Okay, well maybe I've already done it. Cool. Okay, they seem to be moving pretty quickly. Yeah, okay, we're all unblocked, and we have motherboards. So let's go and pop those in here and see if our guys can actually use those. They're in. And yes, we're getting space science. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve in this episode already. We have aluminium bars coming out. Let me just go and get the rest of this carbon fiber. Go grab some aluminium. Oh, nice. I'll go and grab some glass. I'm running out of quartz. And we can just go and stash the glass in the storage. Put that gold away. Don't need... I'm going to have to get rid of those. The aluminium bars are going in here. So I just need a lot of motherboards, because it uses 4 motherboards and 4 bars, aluminium bars, to make the space science. We are gathering some, so let's go and have a look at what we can do. In the tech tree, space science, we need 12. We currently only have 3. Computers need 2. That'll give us navigation, advanced engines. Oh, I think navigation, if you've got advanced engines and navigation, you can have a control panel. There it is. So you need computers to make the control panel. The control panel then allows you to fly your ship around without having to go and individually mess around with individual engines, which could be very, very fun. And then electronics takes us on to signaling, which I have no idea what that does. Space mapping. All right. Cool. I think the first thing that I want to unlock is a spacecraft. I don't know what it's used for, what it does, but yeah, I'm sure we'll find out. Another thing that I'd like to do is have a proper living area, and I think maybe I will make that upstairs. You can do, there are decorations. So if you go in here, there's gadgets, there's plants and bins. I don't know what the floor support is, but yeah, there's ways that you can make the base look a little bit better. I don't know if that has anything to do with the astronauts. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure if it's the environment. Oh, sorry. I do know. This is sleep. So these little bars, as they sort of diminish, it means that the person's getting closer to needing to sleep. Okay, so we're fulfilling all their needs. They don't need decorations, but we will put decorations in. We need to make this place look better later on. And not quite sure I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to put some thought into it. I do want to move these auto catchers to somewhere else, maybe up at the top. I did always plan to have this bottom floor as a more open area for the ancillary services and people. So I may still do that. Probably going to do it. But in the meantime, we are going to mine the heck out of these planetoids until we get everything that we need. There's a lot of aluminium here. And I need to definitely go and get some more quartz. And I think there may be quartz patches on this. Is that quartz? It looks like quartz, but it doesn't look like very much. Thin layer. See if we can find a decent quartz supply somewhere. Lots of titanium. Could this be quartz? I want to semi-auto the quartz somehow. Yeah, there's more. Let's just have a quick look and see if we can put a miner on this. It may not be big enough. So we'll do the big drill definitely won't fit, and I am missing aluminium plates. Oh, there's something I can make. This one, I do have the resources. And yeah, I can. And how much power does it need? 3. So let's build ourselves. Firstly, press V to get to this. There's an output on that side, but we're not going to use it right now because I just want to give this some power. And we're going to use solar panels. Utilities, solar panel. We'll put them like that and just connect them up. Let's see what that does for us. Ah, good. Here comes some quartz. Okay, so I'm assuming that we'll get quartz and dirt when it, because it goes down quite deep. Good. So we've kind of got a bit of automation on the quartz. Depends on how much is in that little area. It's usually not very much. And I'm not sure if the drills get more out than what we would by hand mining. So yeah, we'll leave that to go, and that will sort us out for glass so that we can make tubes. Because there is a way to take conveyor belts straight up, and that is with these conveyor joint and transport pipes. Those transport pipes will be able to move things around, and those need glass and screws. We have lots of screws, we have a bit of glass, so that we will be able to move things around. So yeah, I think we'll make in the coming episodes, we'll make this this little base a lot less cluttered. Now once we've used up the resources on the planetoids, we're going to drop them and move on, grab some more planetoids and travel around with them. But there are threats. There are black holes. I skirted one on the way here. So I got a Steam achievement for that, but I didn't even notice it. That could be one over there. Not sure. There's also asteroid showers, and there are comets. We encountered a comet in a previous episode that wiped out a big chunk of the base, took out a couple of machines and a lot of floor area. So yeah, and I assume there's going to be a way in the future, upgrades or whatever technology we unlock, that will alert us to these things and maybe destroy them. Anyway, yeah, so that's where we'll leave this episode. I think everything is now nicely set up. We are farming, we are producing food, we have a lot in storage, and everything is looking nice, and we're able to start approaching the end game. So if you enjoyed this, give us a like. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notifications. And if you have any comments, let me know. I know I'm not building at big scale. I could be going a lot bigger, and I have the resources to do it, but this is more of a tutorial playthrough so that everyone knows what can be done and how it can be done. So I'm not going massive, but I am still achieving. So yeah. So until next time, thanks for joining me, and cheers.